All right, we've got the tightrope. We're not just walking the tightrope, but talk about this tightrope here.
All right. So this is I obviously I lecture for this with the company, so I'll have that as disclosure. But this is probably one of my favorite innovations. And why? Because the bear is sexy, right? There's lots of marketing of it. This doesn't have a name, and so that's the problem that like people haven't heard about this second repair. So this is repair is where we repair it back as well. We don't have to add any special collagen, but this technique you can see here with the button is the reason I started doing these. And I started them about a year and a half ago. We started doing this before ACL repairs didn't do that great. And now we're at the situation where we have this tensioning device and the biomechanics of it are incredible. And you can see Will's favorite device is right through the middle of that's called the internal brace.
Oh yeah, baby.
And
I was smiling. You can see I was smiling, right? I was like, yeah, I know this technique.
So I will tell you this. I have been shocked with my results. It has been awesome. I mean, I've indicated probably 6 people for it in the last few weeks. They get back faster, which is really the difference between, the bare ACL is really sexy. Patients do well, but it's the same timeline. And so it's 9-10 months. So people have trouble. It's hard to sell a new product when you don't get any better other than saving your ACL. And that's kind of a hard sell. When I sell this product, and I try to be careful because I make sure it's someone that's definitely going to do well, it's 100% of people want it. Like everybody wants this. And so I'm really careful. I mean, I had a guy last week or 2 weeks ago came in from the podcast. And he's like, I want the tightrope ACL repair.
Nice.
I was like, okay,
thank you.
well,
shout out.
Do you know what that is? And so I was like, let me explain it to you and see if you're a candidate first. But he was very adamant about it. So anyway, so he's going to get it. And he actually was a candidate, which was awesome. But basically what we do is we repair it and the patients came back in 5 months. And again, I got a guy that's now 6 months out. He came in from the podcast, another one. He came in, he only wanted that done. I did it. He's back to everything. And he was so happy he even found the podcast because he hadn't heard about it. And we have keep having this. I mean, I did one of the doctors that works at Pro Alliance. That was not an easy sell because the other orthopedic surgeons in her group were going to probably thought I was crazy doing a repair. And she ended up getting back to everything she wants to do. I did a guy that works at the beach club that I'm members of. That was a really risky one because if he didn't do well, all the people at the club were going to find out. So it turns out that
I thought you were going to say they were going to take your membership away.
It was going to be that. Well, and he's a nice guy, but he's very chatty. And so as a result, this was a really risky move. I should have probably thought about it better. So I did it. It did awesome. He was back in 5 months. So you want to hear what happened, Will?
Yeah, man.
Everyone kept getting mad because they wished they had that surgery done. And they were mad that didn't go to me and have the surgery done. I'm like, listen, that's not for everybody. So of course it was like bad advertisement because all the patients, like someone who knew me but didn't want to go with me because it was her friend or whatever, wasn't offered an ACL repair, and so they ended up getting the reconstruction and they're ticked. So they're coming up to me being like, "Why didn't you tell me about this?" And I'm like, "Dude, I didn't even know you tore your ACL." And getting that at the club. So it was a good and bad thing, but it's been pretty cool.
Listen, I tell all my friends, man, they get hurt, something like that. I was like, hey, let me know.